It's definitely frustrating, but it's part of the game. Humans weren't meant to play football, but here we are. So we just try to make the most of it.
What do you think you guys need to do better against the run than you did last time against the Lions?
Just be consistent.
What do you think of how 58 has stepped in for both you and Quay this year?
He a baller. I ain't surprised by it.
Is this a game you come in knowing? I mean, Goff's had a good year, but you know their MO, right? With Campbell, they're going to want to run matchups with every team moving forward. You kind of know what to expect coming into a game like this.
I mean, yeah, they got a good football team. They got some good receivers, two really good running backs, a really good tight end. So, I mean, they got all options to really do whatever they want, but we kind of know what we expect. So we just prepare, and we'll see what their game plan is on Thursday.
When something works as well for a team, for an opponent as it did week 4 for them, and then you see them again later in the season, do you expect them to try to go with what worked the first time or switch it up, or what's the expectation on your side?
I mean, that's human instinct. You stick what works until it don't work.
You said with the Duffy event surprise. What was it you saw from him in the practice field that made you confident he could continue the way he did?
He's an NFL player. He just needed the opportunity, that's it.
What do you think has led to the big strides from your team in recent weeks overall? What's led to
Consistency.
how? It's something that you guys say all the time, but how do you go about improving consistency? How do you make sure that you improve in that area?
Everybody just doing their 1/11th every single play. Every single play, everybody has a job. And if you do your job, there's one or two things going to happen. You either going to come out on top or you're not. But you can live with the results either way.
Matter, you guys have won 2 of your last 3. Could have easily been 3 in a row with the Pittsburgh game. As you look ahead to the final, 7 games, where can this team go, over the next 2 months, do you think?
I've seen a lot of crazy things happen, so I don't make predictions, but we just got to take it 1 week at a time. And right now, we got to focus on the Lions, and we'll go from there after that.
Does last year help at all, though? Because you guys, I think, maybe had the same records you do now. Now, see, you made a run. Does that experience help at all?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of the guys here that was on that team last year, and that's something we talked about. We've been here before, so we know what it feels like. We just got to keep on pressing, There's a lot of outside noise, but none of that really matters. Only thing that matters is what we do.
You mentioned outside noise. How would you describe this defense this season? How have you played?
It's been up and down, just like the team in general. It's been up and down, had good moments, had bad moments, but that's pro football. It ain't going to look good every week. Just got to keep pressing.
You've been one of Jordan's biggest proponents. What have you thought of his play the last 3 weeks?
He's learning. As I always knew it would happen, He played for the Green Bay Packers. When you play bad, everybody going to talk bad about you. But like I told him, there's a lot of people that would trade to be in your shoes any given day. So just keep doing what you do.
We talked about that game last year with them, and they've kind of had their way in this matchup for a little while now, which is very rare over the course of history between these two teams. Do you consider this a rivalry? Does it feel like that to you?
I mean, I don't know enough about it to really consider it not to be a rivalry. It's a divisional opponent. You play them twice a year, so that automatically makes it somewhat of a rivalry.